laugh there.
Barcelona versus Real Madrid. Mayweather versus Pacquiao. Phil Taylor versus Raymond van Barneveld. Sporting rivalries. MsDossary versus F2Tekkz. This is what we were all hoping for. This is what the script had penciled in. And here we go. MsDossary getting us underway.
What is going to be one hell of a matchup here in the Gfinity Arena. If you have just joined us, this is the Xbox console final. The two best Xbox players. And Core, they've got one hell of a history when it comes to competitive FIFA. The world champion, MsDossary, the second Saudi Arabian player to pick up a world title. He's also got his name on the FUT Champions Cup twice. And it's going to open up the scoring as well, just 3 minutes in. This time with Cristiano Ronaldo, but as you can tell by my excitement levels, we have got so much more to talk about. That is just the opener in 4 minutes.
First blood goes to the Saudi prince, MsDossary. Ronaldo green-timed, smashed past the goalkeeper, but you're going to see a lot of goals in this game. It's going to flow either way. The pendulum's going to be swinging in the favour of Tekkz, in the favour of Dossary, and an early change from Tekkz. Marcelo coming off by the looks of it. Virgil van Dijk coming in at left-back to try and stop that back post cross. Early meta change from Tekkz.
And the interesting thing as well is that obviously Tekkz got himself out of Swiss-style format, 3 wins to 2. Who are the two players he played against in Swiss-style and lost to? He lost to Rebel Stokes. What was the story in the knockouts just gone there? A win for Tekkz. And did anybody see that performance?
He looked comfortable. He looked very, very comfortable. Did Tekkz from a losing position, turned the game around and really took it to Stokes in the end. He lost against Dossary in Swiss.
But it was in round 5.
The pressure were off. They were both already through. I caught up with Tekkz before this game started. He said, Dossary, you can double his points, and he's still looking up at me on those Global Series rankings. This is more than just a game. This is a rivalry that's going to carry through, not just this event, not through just the playoffs, but to the grand final itself.
Well, there has been a lot of banter between the two. There's been a few times where you look at Atlanta, when Tekkz brought out the MsDossary celebration, and obviously MsDossary did it when he won the FUT Champions Cup here in December. One player's a world champion, the other's won the FUT Champions Cup 4 times. He won it once last year, 3 times this year, looking to make it a 5th. Has to defend this corner first, though. He is currently 1-0 down. And wow, what a matchup this is honestly going to be. You saw the tweet from MsDossary saying, I'm the king of the jungle. That was only after round 5 of Swiss style. This is more of a bigger game. This is a console final. The only way that these two could have met, they were on completely different sides of the brackets. Everyone was talking about it. Can it happen? Can it happen? Can it happen? It's happened.
As soon as that bracket were released and you saw them on the differing sides, you had it penciled. It was like your birthday. You put a ring around it and you say, that's the game. That's the day where it's going to all go down. Dossary versus Tekkz, console final. The winner plays Maestro in the cross-console final. What a game. What a spectacle.
It's much more than a game, this. This is the statement, because whoever wins this will be 3 games to 2 on the other one. And you look ahead, what? We've got the E-Nations coming up there.
Yeah.
They could match up there. Obviously, MsDossary, he'll be playing on PlayStation, because Royal will need those Global Series ranking points. And to be honest, both players can play on their away console. We've seen it in cross-console finals. They've both been part of them. Tekkz been part of a lot more. You saw, I was just looking on Twitter before this game, Richard, the hype for Tekkz, especially after what? The Elasticos, the Cricketers, the dragbacks, all the goals, all the skills that were out in that last game for him. You look at what he's done this year, you look at what MsDossary's done with this e-sport, and talking about becoming a superstar, the social following these guys have.
How did both of these two players get to this stage? A 6-4 victory for Tekkz against Team Martial in the quarters. Dossary 7-0 against TAS in the semi-finals. Tekkz beating Rebel Stokes and MsDossary beating Battlecat. Both players won their semi-final 5 goals to 2. They've been so even throughout the entire tournament. Whatever you can do, I can do better. That is the phrase that these two are living their FIFA lives by.
Spencer was saying down on the desk as well, the first real big rivalry we've been able to see or talk about or even hype up. Lucky enough, it came at the last FUT Champions Cup of the year. It's definitely been brewing all the way from Bucharest. back in November. Lofted through ball now down the line for Tekkz. Lovely touch from Cristiano Ronaldo. Try and create something going forward now. Edge of the box for Ruud Gullit. Gonna lack to Mbappe and off the bar. What a chance that was for Tekkz.
Warning shots fired from F2Tekkz. Just played the ball into Kylian Mbappe. Caressing that ball into the top right corner. It was only the post that stopped this being a level game right now, but you can see Tekkz starting to grow into this game. He's winning the ball high up the pitch with his three cams and his striker.
Yeah, Mbappe on the ball so much, especially with the flair side to Mbappe's game that he's got, the likes of Neymar as well. Ronaldo, the list goes, one of his attacking players that he'll be using cricketers with, Elasticos, the list goes on.
Well, his entire front four have all got 5-star skills. Mbappe, Neymar, R9 and CR7.
You know, there's been a lot of chat about who was the GOAT of FIFA this tournament, and he's still really, you know, we're still waiting to find that GOAT, because competitive FIFA's been driven in different ways. We had the FIWCs, which was obviously one big yearly tournament. It's only been in the last 2-3 years where we've had this emergence of the global series. Yeah, but we've had more tournaments of players to prove themselves among a bigger pool of players as well. You've just got to think, if he can add a world championship onto that at the end of the year for Tekkz, he's going to be up there. He's one of the best players we've ever seen. The dominance of this year as well. 3 FUT Champions Cups, the EPL with Liverpool, the E-Club World Cup. Everybody knows about this guy, and he's done a lot for this e-sport.
If there's a tournament to be there to win, Tekkz has won it. It's been as simple as that. LQEs, FUT Champs Cups, the FIFA Majors with the Club World Cup, and I'm sure he'll be looking to win the E-Nations Cup next week with Team England.
He's going to be playing with FUTWiz Tom there as well. It'll be an interesting matchup. The first ever E-Lions team, is he just offside? Ramos was in the way anyway. Added time in 2 minutes. We can have a look at the stats at half-time of how these two have been looking so far in the game. Only 1 goal separating them. MsDossary had 2 or 3 chances. Tekkz hit the bar, hit the woodwork.
Yeah, 1 more chance before this half is up.
That's 3 accelerated fake shots in a row. Back to R9 on the finesse, and nearly for Tekkz. And we go into half-time with only 1 goal still between them.
He's probing, is Tekkz. The 2 shots that he's had, 1 hit the post, 1 just wide of the post. These chances are starting to fall for him. It was Dossary early doors, first 10 minutes. Put his stamp on the game with that finish across the goalkeeper. But since then, Tekkz has been building into this matchup. It's poised so perfectly. You can hear it in the excitement in his voices.
It's a real joy and a pleasure to commentate onto this one. If it can stay really close as well, head into the second leg, where we may see emotion from both of these two celebrations. Everything coming out on display. We saw Maestro, how much it meant to him to get through to the cross-console final and to the console final as well. The Mbappe celebration was out. We've had some amazing FIFA this weekend. Such a stacked tournament on both sides as well. Some incredible stories, from Swiss-style comebacks with #Ryan to Tim Ox doing really well there from 0-2 to sending himself through, and then just games like this that we've got in front of us as a free kick is going to come in now from 25 yards out. This is Tekkz over it.
Yeah, I wouldn't even be surprised to maybe see him take a direct shot potentially. Plays it off.
From Gullit as well.
Good goalkeeper movement from Dossary. We saw him score a direct free kick, Dossary, in that semi-final against Battlecat. Just moved the goalkeeper to the left a couple of inches. Both of these players know each other so well. Number 1, number 2 on those global series rankings.
You said it perfectly though. If you double the points that MsDossary has, he still will have less than Tekkz, because he's been at every event Tekkz that he could possibly be at. The only event he couldn't be at was the first one of the year on PlayStation 4.
And he's even taken a break for events that he's qualified for.
Neymar inside to Eusebio. What a tackle! Oh no, he's given a penalty. Tekkz is in shot. Rafael Varane went down. You thought it was going to be an amazing block originally.
Is the referee going to issue a card? It doesn't look like it. I need to see this replay back. Just caught him after the ball went.
The ball went through him as well on the man. This could be 2-0 MsDossary. Neymar goes in! A huge statement. And a mistake in the back. We originally thought it was a great block, but the ball went through and he caught him still on the tackle.
Doesn't matter how the opportunity comes up, you have to take it with both hands. That's exactly what Dossary has done. He wasn't complaining when the penalty got gave. Slotted it to the goalkeeper's left. Tekkz didn't move. Kept his goalkeeper, kept his nerve and stood it down the middle. Dossary doubling his lead.
We don't need to say it though, Richard. I'm sure the FIFA world doesn't need to hear it. How many times has Tekkz been behind?
He was 2-0 down against Tom Stokes.
And he got that back in the first leg. How many times has Tekkz said, or before maybe not as good in a Swiss, or started his first leg off, that probably not the way he wanted it to go. It's like he sets himself this challenge and
he analyses the data of his opponent as well.
It's hard for us to describe Tekkz at times. We see him this many times in latter stages of tournaments, console finals, cross-console finals.
And he always gets the job done. The only notable losses that he's had against Dossary in FUT Champs Cup 2.
Is he onside?
Against Goal Machine at an LQE here in London. Against Nicholas Razek, FUT Champs Cup 3 in Bucharest. They're the only real notable defeats that he's suffered. He's on a winning streak right now. Going all the way back to the Club World Cup, Singapore, Atlanta, EPL, the E-Lions playoff. He's won every tournament that he's competed in.
He's played against so many different players as well, from all over the world. They've tested and challenged him. That's an awful heavy touch from Ramos Mbappe. Oh, he's beautiful. Done so well to get away from his man as well. Mbappe will continue his run for Tekkz down this left-hand side. We'll cut back in for Neymar. Modric back to Neymar again. This could be R9 now, through the legs of David De Gea, and he's offside. Oh, no! The disappointment from Tekkz as well.
Just offside there. The ball squirmed its way under David De Gea in the goal. That's quite a risky goal kick there, but he's got away with it, Dossary. He's done quite well in the end. A mixture of Vieira and Van Dijk clearing the danger. But Tekkz again, starting to create a couple of chances. You saw the beautiful work out wide. Just the reaction time. Seems like he's almost half a second ahead. The McGeady spin, the input on the controller, to be able to do that in such a tight area and then get away from his man. It seems like he's playing at a different level and a different pace to everybody else.
You've got to look at this game and look at the small things. That penalty that's gone against Tekkz, the offside decision just then.
He hit the post early doors.
How does that affect him? Is he going to let it bother him, or is he going to have to just put it straight past him and try and pull himself back into this game, which he is currently 2-0 down? I'm going to assure you there'll be a lot of Saudi Arabians watching this at home, supporting MsDossary, the huge fan base that he has. His family, yeah, as well, that have travelled all around the world with him.
Esports Console Player of the Year. He's transcending esports, Dossary and Tekkz. They're not just in FIFA esports anymore. They're becoming household names.
Currently, MsDossary from Team Rogue is 2-0 up to the back post and headed away by Marcelo. He wasn't challenged. In comes this corner. Pullit's there. It's going to be a routine day for De Gea.
You saw that turnaround there from Tekkz. Almost looking like, come on, just give me a slice of luck. And if Dossary counter-attacks from this great defending from Rio Ferdinand, he's still in the team. Prime Rio.
You look at the teams and how they've changed, how they've developed all the way from Bucharest FUT Champions Cup #1 and throughout what's been a crazy season, especially if you're making all the events, to still see those players there, the ones that he trusts, the one that he believes in, such as the Rio Ferdinands, that although there's been Team of the Years, there's been lots of distractions and opportunities to change your team round, but there's only been a few, and that's the likes of the Mbappes.
You saw it there, just wanting to take the free kick on the edge of the box. We've seen a lot of free kicks score from this sort of range.
R9 played short, so Modric is going to hit it straight away. It's timed green, but deflected straight back to him. Scoop turn for Neymar. That's not going to fall kindly to R9, and still has not been able to register a real chance in this second half.
A good performance from Dossary, though, as well. If you are wondering what the debate is all about, Tekkz has been so dominant this year. Dossary being dominant, you'd say, for a number of years. Only ever player to win 3 titles across 3 different FIFA, 3 major championships, across 3 different FIFA titles, FIFA 17, FIFA 18 and FIFA 19. Current world champion.
And a FUT Champions Cup winner this year as well. In MsDossary. Won it in December and won this exact matchup. An Xbox console final. Tekkz against Dossary. Back in December. This is all good for Dossary. 2-0 up. Going into the break. Can he make it 3-0? Going to fall kindly back to Pele as well. Just needs to defend this. Does Tekkz? He could be 3-0 down. What a save. Had to make that save.
That bounce went so bad for him there, inside the box. Needed to make the save at the near post there. It's going to be whipped into sort of a edge of the box area.
Very interesting.
Eccentric corner from Dossary, but he is still leading 2-0. At, you could say, the halfway point in this series. The Saudi Prince, 2 goals to the good, I should say, against F2Tekkz.
I still feel like we've got so much more to see in this game. It hasn't been unravelled yet.
This is Act 1. This is the prelude. This is the sort of romantic story. In Act 2, that's where people end up getting killed off. That's where people get taken out of the story. Let's have a look at the highlights, I'm going to say, from Act 1 in this console final.
Let's have a look at some of those highlights then of what kicked off this game. MsDossary breaking the deadlock just 4 minutes into it. But I said this is going to be a long old game. It's a long old tie. 14 minutes into it, he looked for the exact same shot, but that was saved and matched by David De Gea.
You see the ball just get played out to Mbappe here. First time shot. Off the post, off the crossbar, bouncing out. Another day that bounces in.
And that one found kindly. Again, on the volley, saved by David De Gea. Tekkz came forward in the additional time of 2 minutes. A number of accelerated fake shots back to goal, and just wide there was not time green either.
You saw how end-to-end this game was, though. A little run over the ball there, played into Ruud Gullit. Another save. Straight into the gut of David De Gea.
And this was the chance as well. Went back for a penalty. Rafael Varane was involved there. We saw in the replay, the ball just got away from him, and like the actual arms of Varane caught him. Penalty came in. That was the chance, and that was 2-0 MsDossary.
If he doesn't make the slide tackle, he probably scores the shot anyway, in all honesty, because it's timed green. You saw the icon flash up there from Ruud Gullit. That was a chance that Tekkz did have just offside, and then last chance of the game fell to Dossary.
And yeah, this was the chance of Pele. Dragged back into the shot. It was time green. He did find a way through, but also met the hands of David De Gea to parry that out for a corner. And then that is literally all she wrote in that game. 2-0 at the moment. At the break, I think Tekkz just gone to go and get a drink quickly, as we can see MsDossary on your screen. He's thinking, Dossary, right, I'm halfway there. I'm 2-0 up.
He looks very composed as well. He looks calm, Dossary, in this position. 2-0 up to the good. I think that first leg, obviously, you're never going to count Tekkz out. He's such a good player. How many times has he overturned leads? But against Dossary, does Dossary concede that many goals? That's the question you've got to ask yourself. The first chance of the game that falls to Tekkz has to be taken. Just to not only give himself that momentum to get back into the game, but give Dossary just the thought of, am I going to throw this away? Am I going to throw this away? That is the thought.
He said just plant that seed of doubt in Dossary's mind of, could he throw away that 2-0 scoreline? As you can see, this is the Gfinity Arena we are in. We've been here, obviously, since Friday, where we saw Swiss-style format on both consoles, knockout football as well. We know that Maestro got the job done on PlayStation, ensured that he would guarantee himself a cross-console final, and obviously 1,500 Global Series ranking points. This game's still undecided, but just looking at the semi-finals coming into this, obviously, Tekkz against Stokes. The first leg was 2-2 there, and Stokes was 2-0 up. Second leg was a 3-0 win in the end for Tekkz, so he won 5 goals to. Quite convincing, but mainly because of the first leg. He got the first leg back to a 0-0, and then he could move on into the second leg. Yeah,
looking at Dossary's results, on the other hand, from the semi-finals, from the quarter-finals, from the round of 16, he conceded 1 goal in the round of 16, scoring 9. In the quarter-finals, he conceded 0 goals, scored 7.
Against TAS as well, a very, very good player.
In the semi-finals against Battlecat, who was on a roll throughout this entire tournament, having beat Ajax Joey, having beat Rafsu, top players. He conceded 2 goals. Yeah. He's conceded 3 goals in 6 matches of FIFA. In 3 series, he's conceded 3 goals.
And he scored, I think, what, 21 goals in total in those 3 games as well. So we don't need to explain what we're seeing here. As we said on the other side of the Tekkz, he has had quite a few difficult games. Look at that quarterfinal against Team Martial. We know Team Martial took out Megabit.
He ran him ragged as well, Team Martial.
Beat him in the second leg.
Got very tight at one point. Tekkz pulled away in the end to beat him 6-4.
As we keep saying, you can never write off Tekkz, okay? We have not written him off, trust me on that. We've seen so many comebacks. We've seen the dominating performances that he's had in cross-console finals on his away console, in tournaments all over the world. Singapore, Atlanta, the list literally just goes on and on and on of how many events he has been to. He even qualified for the E-Champions League on PlayStation 4. Like, I always make the joke, any console, anywhere in the world.
Anytime.
He will qualify for events. The story of it, from winning Atlanta to flying back to Anfield and playing in that tournament at Liverpool.
On 1 hour sleep.
He still won.
Yeah, still won the event. He's been a joke this year, in all honesty. You saw the little piece that we ran earlier where we talked about how good he is and what's made him so good. It's hard to put a finger on it. You ask other pros, they just say he's just so consistent in every facet of the game, defensively, offensively. He needs to have a 10 out of 10 performance against MsDossary if he wants to overturn this 2-goal deficit in the second leg of the console final here on Xbox.
We had a very short break, and here we go then. The second leg of your Xbox console final. MsDossary against F2Tekkz. #1 in the Global Series rankings up against #2. The FEWC winner last year, the world champion, against a multiple FUT Champions Cup winner. In F2Tekkz, that's going to fall kindly back to Neymar. That's a massive goal. A massive goal just a few minutes in. The first leg saw MsDossary score in 4 minutes. In this leg, we've seen F2Tekkz kick off with a bang.
Big slice of luck as well, how that ball's bounced through to him. I think MsDossary just didn't clear the ball. I'm eager to see the replay. Yeah, he tried passing it out there. He tried passing it back, Hullet to his centre half. Tekkz nipped in front with Neymar. It got another deflection off his centre-back then and found its way through into the net. It doesn't matter how it goes in. It matters that it went in. It hit the back of the net. And in 5 minutes, he's half this deficit. Perfect start for F2Tekkz.
He saw the 1-2 there. Hullet to Rio Ferdinand. Did he need to play that ball back?
Oh, he didn't, no. I don't think he felt confident turning out with Hullet. So he tried playing it back, and then he'd have probably switched it out wide.
I was expecting to hook it just straight out, but he didn't even have the time because the pressure was so good from Neymar. Yes, it took a deflection of Van Dijk, still went into the back of the net. We said he needs a good start. We said he needed to score the first goal, did Tekkz, and that goal could have done a lot for him.
Fantastic pressing from Neymar there.
He's through as well. This is Mbappe. Could be at 2-2 already in this game. Cuts back inside. Plays it across, saved, into the goal! We're back in 0-0, and we have not even played 10 minutes, I'm sure.
All came from the pressing from Neymar. He's won the ball back on the halfway line, and it just gave him so many different options going forward. The ball goes out wide to Mbappe. He did a lovely bit of work out wide. Lacriqueta isolating his fullback. Again, fell back to Neymar inside the box, and 11 minutes in, we're at 2-2.
Probably the luckiest man on the pitch, Neymar, today.
Yeah.
The deflections that it's taken when the ball comes to the back of the net, and 90 minutes of hard work from MsDossary has just been wiped away in 11 minutes of FIFA time. And Tekkz,
you can see how direct he's playing. As soon as he gets that ball, as soon as he's pressing high up the pitch and winning it back, he's looking to get his cams and his striker in behind. He's not looking to keep hold of the ball and bring players into the game. Just attack, attack, attack. Very similar to Liverpool on the real pitch. You get the ball into your centre midfielders, you get your runners going forward.
Again, this has been 11 minutes into it. We've seen 2 goals already, and you can see it every time. You just pointed out perfectly, Richard. There's always a runner, there's always someone running on. Cristiano Ronaldo now, back to R9, R9 with a fake to into the shots. And what a start this has been.
MsDossary is in a mountain of pressure right now. He cannot simply get out.
You needed that pause, I tell you now. So have a drink, have a breather, and think, right.
Yeah, he's not even looking to make a change. He just paused it to compose himself. MsDossary, 17 minutes in.
Once again, Marcelo subbed off. Van Dijk out to left back. It's the change for F2Tekkz. Corner comes in. Ronaldo's at the front post. Could not get anything on it. Saw MsDossary make a few mistakes at the back here. Especially playing against a player like Tekkz, you cannot make any kind of mistake. It's just crazy to think that that first leg, all that effort of Dossary, it's just been wiped away in 11 minutes. 2 goals, 90 minutes of hard defending. Maybe a small slice of luck. However, that luck's definitely been on Tekkz's side in the opening 2 goals we've seen here.
Look for a nice little bit of play there, Dossary, but the back heel, just not enough on it.
There's the through ball. Could this be a chance to go and throw 2 accelerated fake shots into a shot? And now we're seeing a bit of emotion in this tie. What a turnaround. And we're not even in the first half interval in this second leg. And he's already turned it around. He's 3-2 up.
Dossary looks flustered right now.
I think he's in shock, just like we are.
Looks like he's just stepped off the plane. He's gone from Manchester to Dubai. He stepped off, the heat's hit him. He don't know where to go.
He's looking for an aircon right now.
He's looking for a way out, potentially.
3 goals to 2 down, and possibly the worst start to a second leg. And once again, you just say, don't write Tekkz off. 3-2 up now. The tables have turned. Dossary has to come out and attack. Can he fire back? Eusebio into Neymar.
Talk about the dream start in this second leg for Tekkz. This is why we play FIFA over 2 legs. 2 completely different games right now. First game, Dossary looked comfortable.
Eusebio into Ronaldo. No one's stopping that bullet.
Great
Fired
finish.
straight into the right-hand corner.
Really, really good finish from Dossary. Just easing a little bit of pressure off him.
Incredible finish, like a missile into that top corner. No one was stopping that. The power behind it. Time green, time to perfection, and straight into the right-hand corner. All square again. And we're still playing a guessing game of who was going to come out on top. We're 3-3. Wow.
We're a third of the way into this second leg. He's won the ball back straight away, but Mbappe just doing enough to win it back for him there. Got to think this game is far from over. The tie in December finished 4-3. Now we're at 3 apiece.
Pretty sure extra time was needed in that game
as well. It was, yeah. It was a set piece that won the game for Dossary.
Tekkz's turn to come forward. A little dink to R9, parried away by De Gea. Did not know any. I mean, I do not know why he did not collect that. Did the Spaniard. Went for a fake shot there with Neymar. Precious steal. Well, look at Ronaldo chasing that back line around Dossary. Very composed. He's got himself out of that situation. Wasn't a bad finish either with Cristiano Ronaldo. Could he get any more in the top corner?
It was a good strike.
Ronaldo, the goal scorer of the only goal for Dossary in this game. An interchange with Ramos, who seems like a normal right back now of choice. Yep, he's still a centre half. That team of the year for item. Through the legs, somehow Eusebio turns back, and Dossary fires himself in front again.
Fantastic
the exact
finish.
Same kind of finish as well.
Fantastic finish from Dossary. I thought when the ball rolled into him, he was going to first-time shot it. Thought he was going to look for a first-time finesse or a first-time low-driven. But they're just the guile to be able to play that pass, not even looking. It was Mbappe to Eusebio, I think. Just round the corner, put Eusebio in such a better position. Hammers it home at the near post. And then 99 finishing, 99 shooting. Eusebio is not going to make a mistake from 8 yards.
No, he's been in so many more teams now since getting that prime icon moment and then challenging up against the team of the years. So right at the beginning of the game cycle, the first 2 FUT Champions Cups, he was heavily involved. Was the Portuguese man. Brought in for FIFA 19, a new icon for this year. Tekkz now back to goal. Surely not 4-4. Oh, it is! 43 minutes. Please, someone tell me where this game is going.
Capitalising straight from kickoff was F2Tekkz. Ball played out wide, slowly worked in field. R9 with a sort of just a jab at the ball, stabbing it over the goalkeeper. And just before half-time, is there any better place to be than settling in for a 4-4 second half between the two best Xbox players in the world?
We keep saying ranked number 1, ranked number 2 on the Global Series rankings. A combined point total of over 15,000 between the two. Obviously, Tekkz makes up over 10,000 of those. Most of those points coming from all the majors that he's been involved in, all the majors that he's won. Sorry, getting most of his from that FUT Champions Cup back in December. Neymar now, this is Tekkz's turn to try and go in front. Look at the close control dribbling there from R9 to find a gap in between Vieira and Van Dijk into the half-time interval, in which has been a fantastic half of FIFA here at the Gfinity Arena.
There's a round of applause rings round the Gfinity Arena. People know the sort of magic that they're watching right now between two greats in their prime, MsDossary and F2Tekkz, tied at 4 apiece with 45 minutes left.
I'm asking the question. I've no idea where this game is going to go. Is it going to be a mistake? Is it going to be a bit of class that starts building a gap between the two? Because you're looking at, as we keep saying, two of the best players on Xbox right now, and 8 goals between the two, 4-4 on aggregate. Corner to come in now, front post, flick on off the post!
What a chance. Flicked on at that near post.
Warning
small margins, the smallest of margins that separate the elite players.
There's the threaded through ball to Neymar now. He's going to drive on forward, try and find the way through. Back to Ruud Gullit. Where's he going with this one? All the way across into Neymar. That was timed green. Did take a huge deflection off Van Dijk.
Could have bounced anywhere that as it were fired goalwards. It's a chance for Desari. Just look at that top of the pitch. It looks a little bit isolated. If the ball does decide to get spread over there.
Marcelo into Gullit. Ah, mistake there. Mbappe can drive. Van Dijk to Mbappe. No. Going to build into this attack, and
this game's been played at 110 miles an hour from the get-go.
Especially the second leg as well. I said there's a lot more to give in this game. We've seen 6 goals just in this leg. 4 of them coming from Tekkz, which has given him the chance to pull himself back into this game. Mbappe nearly won the rebound there. Ramos in the air, standout player for me this weekend, Sergio Ramos. Tekkz not happy with the wicked deflection that took out to Cristiano Ronaldo. MsDossary's turn to come on forward now for a potential chance to go in front, hill to hill from Mbappe. Big foot in there as well from Gullit.
Yeah, and Patrick Vieira as well. Right place, right time. That absolute unit in the midfield. Such a presence, Patrick Vieira. 6'4". Fantastic physical and defending stats. Great pace as well for a CDM.
Here's the chance. What's that back post? Cristiano Ronaldo's waiting around there. Edge of the box as well. Neymar is in there. Cristiano Ronaldo, it goes all the way over. Gullit had to come back.
Yeah, talk about Gullit doing a defensive job as well. Came out of nowhere to, I'd say, rescue that attack. Because Ronaldo, I saw him, he was getting a little bit leapy at the back post there.
I think the key thing is that they always have the run on the defender.
Yep.
When that cross comes over, you've seen it from Pele, Eusebio, Cristiano Ronaldo, R9. They always have the run on their man. And that's why they seem to win that battle in the air every time.
The 2 CDMs in this game have been so clinical. Both of them tracking back, getting key interceptions.
Look at the run, look at the space. Mbappe's free. He's just delayed it slightly, Vieira. Back to Gullit now, a chance for Tekkz.
I like that, keeping calm. He knew the back post was open, didn't want to rush it and try and force the ball into a hole that wasn't there.
Ronaldo to Ronaldo, so used to singing that. Neymar now turns away, saved.
Good goalkeeper movement. Read the near post. Green timed finish there. Moved him across and just wasn't a massive movement, but it was a needed movement with the right stick. Just shuffle him across a couple of centimetres.
Just seen there as well. He's obviously got Ronaldo on fresh R9. He's got full stamina.
You see both players, different setups there.
This is Tekkz with a corner. Tried to play into Ronaldo. It's given back to Hullet. It's laid to Mbappe. What a save! What a big save from De Gea. No time to rest. Ball straight back into the box again. Van Dijk denied.
De Gea just moved backwards there from MsDossary. I'm sure the next time that substitutions are made, we'll get that side by side so we can see the different changes that both players are making. This is a chance for MsDossary.
Look at the run on 9. Didn't want to use it. He's played back to Cristiano Ronaldo inside to Pele. It's an open goal. And he's onside as well. Advantage to MsDossary.
One word, composure, right there from MsDossary.
We can see it on the replay again.
The ball got played out wide and it was a counter-attack opportunity. It happened so quickly for MsDossary. Played the ball across and just slotted past the goalkeeper. You see a couple of changes here coming out from Tekkz. It's looks like a change of formation, and then on MsDossary's side, into that 4-5-1 to shore things up.
That's the winning formation from MsDossary. When he's in a winning position.
I think he did the exact same in the FIWC 2018 finals against Stefano Pina. He was 4-0 up, and he still switched formation into a defensive.
4-2-2 for F2Tekkz.
Just look at this. A lot of people shoot there. One more pass, took the goalkeeper out of the equation. R9 slots it home.
That all comes down to the fact because he's expecting the finesse on the first man and not expecting that extra pass into R9, who was just about onside. And now MsDossary leads 5-4 with just under 15 in-game minutes left. Pause again by Tekkz. Maybe he didn't finalise the changes he wanted to make. Ronaldo back to goal. Out to Mbappe. R9 just can't get round his man. Ronaldo can get a shot away. And MsDossary just asking more from his players. Why is no one blocking that? Why is no one trying to make the interception?
That's nice. That is really nice from MsDossary. From goalkeeper to striker in 3 passes.
And then Mbappe to Hullet. To Pele, back to Pele again to score and to deliver. He calls himself the king of the jungle, and he could be the king of the Xbox here in London. Could that be enough to send him through to a cross-console final?
Really nice bit of play there from MsDossary. You can go all the way back to when he played it out from the goalkeeper. I think it was 4 passes. The ball went in behind to Mbappe. He then reworked it back into the middle of the pitch, smashes it past the goalkeeper. You can see on the screen there with 10 minutes left, we tied at 4 apiece. The 2-goal cushion that MsDossary took into his second leg is now being the vital asset. It's 6-4 on aggregate. On the right-hand side, you can see the changes Tekkz is making. It's into a 3-4-2-1.
The problem is he's got Ramos on the field still, and
Ramos can play as a centre mid.
You can see, though, he wanted to make an extra change, but he's clearly out of substitutes. Was Tekkz, and you think back to, obviously he makes the early change every single time with Van Dijk coming on for Marcelo. Does that mean an overload of centre-backs? There's the chance again. It was finished by Pele, and you pointed out perfectly, Richard, a lovely build-up play from the goalkeeper to Mbappe in about 3 passes. And this arena has been quite special to Tekkz, especially in the last few weeks with the EPL finals. We saw what Calvin Lewitt did at the back post in a huge game for him. Is there any magic lurking in the air with 9 minutes left for Tekkz? Ball across the box, punched away by David De Gea.
He needs a big game player right now, does Tekkz. You see how high he's pressing up the pitch.
Ronaldo to Pele. This is a huge chance to score. Oh, side netting.
Russell, the side netting with Pele. The angle just a little bit too tight for him. He timed it green.
It's a big chance.
Saves. 8 saves from David De Gea. that Dossary has had to rely on his goalkeeper for.
He scores one more, this would be over. Time ticking down, time running out. Dossary, this could be it. This could be a cross-console final.
He timed it red. He timed it red. There's still hope for Tekkz if he can score in the next attack. That's a free kick. He's going to have an opportunity to maybe throw it into the box, maybe play short. 87 minutes on the clock.
Time's running out. Time is not a friend of F2Tekkz at this moment in time. 87 minutes on the clock. He's got probably one option to hoof this into the box. Get the likes of Ronaldo or Hullet running onto it.
It's gone long into Ronaldo. It's an L1.
Tell you what, he's done a very...
Yeah, he's played an LBY into the area to try and look for a flick on then.
I think this could be over, Richard, with the time left and 2 goals needed. Dossary probably would be letting go of this ball. He has, though. Won it back for Vieira. We're going to be going into added time now. That will only have 2 minutes as well.
Again, them CDMs have cut up so many of the attacks, and Dossary looking to make it 7. Goalkeeper movement, fantastic from Tekkz, to be fair to him. But it doesn't matter. 2 minutes of added time left to go.
Headset off from MsDossary. Tekkz might have 6,000 more Global Series ranking points for him, but it's going to be MsDossary playing top quality FIFA again in London. Another cross-console final and another opportunity to win a major in the capital of the United Kingdom. Seconds remain now. It'll be a consolation, if any, for Tekkz. MsDossary for this tournament. He said a lot of things, but he's backed himself up. Handshake between the two, not too much in conversation, because they'll be meeting again at some point. I can assure you on that, whether it's an LQE or whether it's the playoff, and oh, here we go.
He's shushing.
MsDossary.
Direct shush to F2Tekkz. A smile on his face. The pendulum swings in the GOAT debate to MsDossary. He now leads 3 games to 2 against F2Tekkz in FIFA 19. And more importantly, he will be setting up a cross-console final against Vitality and